Hey, everybody. Thanks very much for checking us out at WOKO. We want to encourage you to do the thing that really helps us out here at the big station, and that is to like, subscribe, and leave a comment on this post. Welcome to a series of interviews that we're doing with local businesses that have signed on with WOKO to make a difference in the lives of kids and their families at the University of Vermont Children's Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Darrell Langworthy of Markbbq. What's your position over there? Are you the pit master or just the owner, or what do you think?
Oh, I'm the owner and probably head guy that smokes meat. I joke around constantly with using the term pit master. I feel like pit master is like someone who's been like, I don't know if you've heard of Tootsie in Texas.
Yeah.
But 82 years old, that's a pit master. I'm still a novelist in the game as far as she's concerned. But yeah, head fire poker, an owner, I guess is what I would be.
Well, you're making some sweet, sweet barbecue in Essex Junction, and thank you very much. First of all, tell us a little bit about Markbbq and Heart and Soul.
Yeah, so Markbbq is our barbecue restaurant. We've been open since we started as a food truck back in 2018, moved into a building within 6 months, and we've been in the same location at 34 Park Street ever since. We are huge in the community because our motto is different than most places. We're people before profits. I knew if I started this business out and it was solely based on just how much money I could put in the bank, eventually greed takes over in scenarios like that and things suffer, like the quality of the product, customer service. And I didn't want that. I wanted this to be a passion, a labor of love and my passion. So we've been, doing Mission Sundays since we started, which we take, one Sunday a month we open up and all the money goes to charity and we pick a different charity. Last year we did the Big Change Roundup in February. And sometimes it's a great turnout, sometimes it's not, but we try. So we've always had that community-based programming with us. And then Heart and Soul is our comfort food restaurant. We just opened it up on 2019 in December. And of course, we didn't get to a full running start because COVID struck, and shut that restaurant down for pretty much most of last year. But it had a new mission because I kept all of my staff on. And we immediately, the first week of the shutdown, started feeding our community, handing out free meals on Thursdays, to which we're still doing now. 57,000 meals to date since that happened. And we don't plan on stopping that even after this is over.
Hey, well, Darrell, thank you so much.
It's a big deal.
On behalf of the community, that is a big deal, man. Keeping your staff is a big deal. And on top of that, feeding the community on top of that, it's amazing.
Well, I just told my wife, I'm like, this community's who's been coming out, keeping us going. We can't not be there for them,
Well, we know that people love Markbbq because of your sweet, sweet smoked meats. We also want them to love you because you've made it your responsibility to help kids and families at the University of Vermont Children's Hospital. You did it last year, and this year you've signed on even more. What is going on every Saturday through February?
So every Saturday, starting last week until the end of February, we're trying to do two things that help benefit the children's hospital. One, we have a big bucket for you to bring loose change in.
Mm-hmm.
And then two, 20% of all of our profits each week on Saturday are going to go towards the Big Change Roundup. So we hope to have a good size check for you all, hopefully come the end of February, but that all based on the customer turnout. So we're also tying in the fact that last year in January was when we started to see crazy enough an increase in our sales. So like last week we did 2,000 pounds of barbecue and sold it all out at 7:00. So we beat the previous year by about 200 pounds. This week we're doing about 2,200 pounds of barbecue. Now that's just meat.
And then next weekend is Super Bowl Sunday. How much do you expect to cook on Super Bowl Sunday? Or the weekend of Super Bowl Sunday.
So we're hoping Saturday's big too, because obviously Super Bowl Sunday will be. It's nuts. Super Bowl Sunday is crazy. Like I'm usually sold out before we open the door. But we're hoping that Saturday's the same thing. So usually Super Bowl Sunday is somewhere around 3,500 pounds of barbecue.
Dang. So cool. Darrell, I love talking to you about barbecue. I really do. But I do need to ask you about your kids who, while they weren't born here in Vermont, as you were finishing out your military career in Florida, they were born in Florida. Both of them needed to use a neonatal intensive care unit when they were born.
Yeah. And it's part of the reason why we're so big and wanting to help the children's hospital is, my daughter was born emergency C-section, and because the hospital we were in didn't have a full-time neonatal, they had to send her down the street to one that did. and I had to split time between two hospitals, my wife recovering, and then my
Oh,
daughter, and then my son. Luckily enough, he was born in a hospital that had it, and but he had to spend the first couple of days of his life in the NICU as well. And I just imagine, with all the things the Vermont Children's Hospital does, what if my kids needed that service? And just being a paramedic and a nurse throughout my career, a sick kid is the worst thing you ever want to deal with, because
mhm.
they don't know, they don't understand, and it's horrible to see, and you just want to help in any way you can.
Well, that's exactly what the University of Vermont Children's Hospital does. And we are lucky that we've got a hospital that can take care of our kids and we don't have to ship them out of state in a lot of cases, because we've got everything that we need at the UVM Children's Hospital. And the reason is because our community comes together every year, and local businesses like yours donate 20% of 2,200 pounds of barbecue. That's a lot of barbecue and a lot of money for the kids. We're going to make a huge difference in the lives of both the kids and families who have to be at the hospital because of you guys. Thank you, Darrell. We appreciate that.
We're just trying to do our part.
Well, thank you very much. We really appreciate everybody who is helping out with the Big Change Roundup for Kids. If you haven't signed up to be a Change Bandit yet, for goodness sakes, go to WOKO.com. Darrell, thanks very much for being here. I will be in this weekend for some ribs and some pulled pork.
It'd be great to see you. I haven't seen you since you DJ at my wedding.
I can't wait, man. This is going to be amazing. Thank you so much for helping out the Big Change Roundup for Kids, and I'll see you guys on the radio.
Have a great day.